So Sarina, why don't you tell me about your back pain?
So I've just had a baby, so carrying him gives me a lot of back pain. I also work at a computer, so I'm often hunched over a laptop.
Okay, well, one of the main reasons we have back pain is due to bad posture. One of the easiest ways of starting to learn where your posture should be, that you can do anywhere, whether you're in the office or at home, is to stand up against a wall, feeling the back of your head, back of your shoulders, and most importantly, the backs of your lower ribs. And this will cause you to have to use your stomach muscles, your core, to try and to create less space. You'll always have a natural space between your lower back and the wall, but you want to feel that you're not in this arched position. We're in what we call neutral pelvis.
Yeah.
So if you can come back to the wall with me. You just want to feel that you're pressing the back of your head, the backs of your shoulders, and the backs of your lower ribs into the wall. Can you feel how difficult that is, how far your shoulders are forward? So we find that often, that's really good actually, but keep the shoulders back and try and keep the ribs pressed against the wall as well. And that's where you can feel this tightness in the shoulders, and that we often find when we're on the computer all of the time that this feels normal. And so this is a great way to recognize how far forward our shoulders are, so we can start working on that. And then by pulling the ribs back, you have to draw the navel in towards your spine a bit, and that activates our core. And that's the other thing that we're going to address now. So by just doing this every day, you can train your body to know where your spine should be for perfect posture. So go back there again, and then what you do is you take a step away, and this is where your posture should be. And so by doing that throughout the day, you'll start to feel where your posture naturally should be, and then when you're on the computer, you can try and keep that. And so that's the idea. So then we're going to do an exercise now that also incorporates the core to strengthen that. So we're going to have you come down on all fours on your hands and knees, with the hands directly under your shoulders and the knees directly under your hips. We're going to keep that same feeling of length, like there's a rod through your spine, out the top of your head and out the tailbone. And it's that same feeling of keeping the ribs engaged. And then you're drawing the navel towards your spine. And from here, we're going to lift one arm in the opposite leg, trying to keep this posture, keeping the navel pulled in towards your spine, trying to keep the hip directly over your knee. So it's like you're balancing a glass of water on the mid-back. Slowly bring it down, and we'll change sides. And watch that you're keeping the shoulders away from the ears as well. And we'll try the same on the other side. So this is a simple exercise for those of you who are suffering with back pain to work on core strength and posture. And so you can start by just standing against the wall to feel where your posture should be, and then you come into this position and try and maintain it. Okay, and the final thing is to just introduce natural, good movement through the spine, but you always want this to be in a pain-free range as well. So here we inhale, and we just tuck the head under and tailbone under, like you're curling up into a ball, drawing your navel in. And you're just going as far as your comfort level allows, so you never go into pain. And then we go the opposite way. So we allow the spine to drop, head up, tailbone up, and shoulders pulling down, like a letter U. And here you really want to focus on the upper back. And this is very important for back pain as well. Go ahead and just do this in your own time with your breath, curling in both directions. And we want to try and engage the mid-back, the upper back. Often we move more from the lumbar spine and the cervical spine, and we don't move enough in this area, especially if we're hunched over a computer or breastfeeding. We get this tightness, and we want to try and introduce more movement here. And by doing that, you'll move less from the lower spine and the cervical spine, the neck. Okay, and relax, and you can just sit down. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions or comments about your back pain, please feel free to reach out to me or comment on this video. And I look forward to hearing from you.